I really like this thing, and I'm going to go to a thrift store and see if there's anything worth getting. Sometimes I find cool deals. So, benefits of a scooter as opposed to a motorcycle. A lot of motorcycle riders, they're like, no, I can't ride a scooter, man. I can't be seen riding a scooter. Well, if your ego is that attached to your motorcycle, then you'll never ride anything small or that looks kind of cute. Because there are some, big benefits to scooter riding. The biggest one is, of course, the efficiency. The second one is if you live near a city, and I live just in the outskirts, and I have a house, I can ride to, say, Washington, D.C., and parking, everything is like you have to pay for parking. But on a scooter, all you have to do is plop it right on the sidewalk, park it next to bicycles, and they're so cute you can kind of get away with it. Now on a motorcycle, because they're much larger and they're a little bit more intimidating to people really object to parking on the sidewalk. But on a scooter you can just get away with it. That is a huge plus in my book. And this is a Honda Elite 110. You do need a motorcycle license to drive this thing, but it goes up to 50 miles an hour, and I've taken this for short distances on the Beltway, which is a very large part of the Capitol Highway. I don't recommend it, but I do it for short distances because I have to get to work. The other thing is that these bikes are automatic, so basically you just twist and go, and there's really not much to them. The other thing is that insurance is very cheap. The engine is oftentimes very reliable, as long as you get a Japanese maker or like maybe a Korean maker or Taiwan or whatever Kimco is. Those are fairly good. And the other thing is that other than the oil changes, you have to change the drive oil. So it's got a drive shaft kind of like a car. And most motorcycles use a chain, so you have to change the chain like every 20,000 miles or so on a motorcycle. On a scooter like this, you just change the oil and you're ready to go. There's really nothing else. Man, I really wish I brought some gloves. It's kind of nippy out there. So, very easy to ride. Anybody could get on one of these scooters and just ride it. It's very simple. I think on this scooter I'm getting 90 miles to the gallon. So when you pull up to a gas station on a scooter, it's you pay with change, and I've usually just pay with $2. Another thing that's really nice about scooters is the seating position. It's like a chair, so that means that it's very, very comfortable. So you can see my legs, I'm just like positioned. Now I'm in the suburbs right now, so I don't have a need to lane split, but that is another huge benefit of having a scooter. It is so narrow and so small that you can go in between cars very easily and pretty much just sneak by them, and they don't get upset because it's a cute little scooter and it's not a douchey motorcycle. So in the eyes of a lot of car drivers, that really matters. And I found myself having very good luck lane splitting on a scooter. It's peppy. Look, I'm keeping up with cars, right? Cars are just not moving away as quickly as you would think they would move away from a little scooter. And if you look at my legs, they're positioned like further in, so I actually have wind protection for the front of my legs and my knees. On a motorcycle, my knees get pretty darn cold in the winter, and on a scooter like this, you can kind of hide. There are accessories you can get to cover your legs entirely, and I think if I commute with this, I think I might get. I just really like it. I think this Honda Elite 110 is actually kind of bland looking, and I prefer scooters that look a little bit more interesting and have better colors. I'm not crazy about the black in a scooter. It's like people who get scooters generally don't pick black. They're usually like a younger audience, and I prefer something a little bit brighter. because then people will see you on the road and you don't have to worry too much about cars hitting you. But on a black scooter, it seems like anything could happen. I like this little Scion in front of me. It's the Scion XA. It's a little bit boxier, but not as boxy as the other one. So I guess Toyota stopped making them, but I think I like it because it's all utility. I don't like this this Mercedes here. That's all go, all show, no go. This little Toyota will do so much better. That's the place I'm going. It's called 2nd Avenue. Stores, all used crap, sometimes good stuff. Most of the time it's just complete waste of money and time. But that's where I'm going, and it looks like it's completely packed. Another benefit of riding a scooter, parking on the sidewalk. Well, I just finished my search of 2nd Avenue and there's nothing worthwhile in here. Usually on the weekends you can't really find anything good here because all the people are out here searching for stuff. And that's the full throttle. Oh, god damn it, look at this. It turned yellow just as I was moving. What the fuck? I think I'm gonna take Grain Castle. That's this one. Make a right here. You can see like the blinkers are really kind of cool looking. They look like little triangle arrows. And you know, that's a little bit of an attention to detail by Honda that I like. And I used to own a ST1300, and you know, the same styling of buttons and things like that I threw out. Like they're kind of big and things like that. Oh, you know, my look at this. What the hell? I think it's this button. This button is faulty. Look at that. Oh man, this button is doing something because it just shut off. I barely touched it, and that's something that actually it's happened a few other times. Like I barely touched that button, just touched it, and it shut off the bike. As you saw, like the light for the engine was on just for a while. So that's not good. I don't like to have surprises, especially with a bike with only 4,000 miles. That's ridiculous. Look at all the crappy SUVs. And here's the Bolt. Looks pretty nice. Here's more bolts, more bolts, more bolts, more bolts, more bolts, more bolts. I mean, like, it's packed full of them. Pretty incredible. Wow. So this is the all-electric Chevy Bolt. I mean, it's like completely packed full of them. I like this car. It's very cool looking. It's supposed to be a crossover charging station. Porsche is electric? Cayenne S being charged. That's kind of interesting. Never saw an electric Porsche before.